question. You said you're what? Your cheesecake strawberry flavored?
Yeah, strawberry flavor.
It's actually I actually like that. Let me just roll this a little bit.
It's about to be gone, man. Last bite coming in.
Not gonna lie though, I actually spruce. There you go.
Oh my god. There we go. It's done.
There goes the cheesecake bread. Let me take it away from your hand real quick.
Thank you.
Put in the fucking chest with all the rest of the important stuff.
I would get a drink, but I don't want to wake my parents up.
You know, I used to be a fan of Nanja's videos, but you know, after like that stuff came out that he like dry humped you and stuff, that I mean, it kind of changed my view on Nanja. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the second that happened, I mean, you could probably tell from the photos, but, you know, I changed as a person.
Yeah, I mean, you prevailed. Like, I mean, some people after like experiencing such trauma, they just they just shut down as people, bro.
Yeah.
You prevailed. You look better. You used to look like fucking Harry Potter when he was under a fucking staircase, but now that's you.
Yeah, you know, it's good to think that, you know, hard, good, will always prefer over the evil, you know? Always prevail over the evil.
Exactly. But oh, shiny fucking. I understand. I really want to be a.
Go ahead and,
I really want to be a fan of Nanja's, bro, because I like his videos. You know, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I like watching his like 6-hour Let's Play videos, but it's
Well,
just
I
you
know
can't.
because, you know, before he started making 6-hour videos, he would make reasonable 20, 30 minutes, you know? Like,
What changed?
stuff that wouldn't really be a fucking movie, you know?
What changed him to like what possessed him to make 3-hour long videos?
I don't know for sure, but I'd have to go with the fame caught up, you know, into his head.
Yeah, once I noticed that too. Once he hit like that like 400 subscriber mark, ever since then it's just been long ass videos.
Yeah, but even before, like, the second he hit 50 subs, man,
That's real.
the fame just got to him.
It's just too much to handle, to be honest. I mean, some people break when they hit like 1 million, or subscribers or more. Some people just get the fame gets to them. Nanja, he suffered early. Success was too
Mhm.
much.
And, you know, find it crazy. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a big ass tree right there. I'm gonna chop that bitch down.
Yeah. You know, the thing that got him started, though, was really the, I'm gonna make a video every day of October bullshit he did.
Oh, he did that?
Yeah. That's what got him popular. Every day of October, this guy made a video, except for one day, because he was, like, sick or whatever.
Well, then he failed his challenge. Sickness is
I
not
know
an
he failed
excuse.
the challenge, and people still sub to him.
See, I wouldn't do that personally. Like, if my YouTuber lies to me and like tells me I'm gonna do a video every single day, and then he doesn't, that's lying. Like, what else could he be lying about? Oh, I don't fuck kids. Well, how can I trust you?
Yeah,
You didn't upload on
exactly.
October 27th.
Oh, I didn't dry hump him. You know, like, type of stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Like, how am I supposed to believe him? Like, he was getting all defensive and stuff when you like started exposing him, and he was like, that's a clear sign that he's lying. People that start getting defensive like that, that's a clear sign of lying.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just degenerate, you know, manipulative behavior, I feel.
He's trying to get you to agree with him. He just wants you to take his side with it because he knows what he did was wrong. He doesn't want to admit it though. He's a narcissist.
Exactly.
You know, I was planning to make a Nanja expose video, but you know I haven't had the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know, I did a deep dive on all his like old content and like the person he used to be, and like I asked some people that are close to him, but like you know, just haven't had the time.
Yeah, I mean, really, when
though.
you do deep dive into the people he knows, and how he acts around them compared to how he acts on YouTube,
it's a crazy
it's
difference.
It's a clear difference.
He tries to act all
You know,
on YouTube, bro, but he's just not.
He's not a friendly guy. In fact, you call him bad at Marvel Rivals, a game that's literally public beta and Hell Crash.
He just crashes out.
Hell Crash, yeah.
That's close. That's in closed doors. But when you know you see him in his YouTube videos, he's all friendly. Like, hey guys, today I'm gonna be playing Elden Ring. I'm gonna beat Radon after 17 hours of gameplay. You know, third boss in the game. But you know, then you play Marvel Rivals with him, and he's like crashing out. Oh, I don't want to play DPS. I want to play this. Oh, I don't want to play tank. I want to play this. And then he just like he insults you, and you just feel bad about yourself.
He does insult. He degrades you.
Exactly. And that's a problem. And his fans should know that.
Video games are supposed to make you feel safe, and he just makes it an unsafe environment.
He does make it an unsafe environment. I'm not gonna lie, like when he, I tried to play along and like laugh about it because he was laughing about it because I felt like very unsafe around him. You know, when he made that joke about the freak, you know, instead of the Hulk, you know, it really
yes.
I kind of.
Oh yeah.
No, it really did make me feel uncomfortable. And he kept
going,
man. Like he was like the freak, Iron Freak man.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable. I just played along and started talking about Freak Night, just so that he wouldn't, you know, try to turn me into a freak next. You know what I mean?
No, I get that.
Like I don't want to get into any of that devil satanic stuff. You know?
No, I'm not really into like the whole like devil worshipping stuff like he is, but you know.
Yeah. Because you know, back in 2018. He would literally, you know, he'd literally manipulate people into going into rooms, and he'd get them stuck on what he liked to call the nut wall.
Oh, no.
And he would literally... You didn't know about this?
No, I didn't know about this.
So, apparently, back before I knew him, back in the early days, he'd play VR chat, and for fun, he'd basically just sexually harass people. And in fact, the way he met Nanja, he told me, not Nanja, the way he met Valo was he was pretending to ejaculate onto a pillow.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember this. Yes.
Yep. And Valo was inside of the pillow.
Yeah, I remember. That's how Valo told me he met Nanja and stuff, and got into the friend group. He told me one time, like he came to me and he was like, "Oh, I met this friend group," and I was like, "Oh, how'd you meet them?" And he was like, "Oh, this guy nutted on me." So I was like, "Damn."
Yeah, I mean, it's degenerate behavior, you know.
And he was young. He was a young kid. He was a young kid at the time. 2018. He was practically a newborn.
I know. He was young. He was young.
Went off and did that.
Still freak when he was young. If not freakier.
It's actually disgusting that he would go so far and do that.
Yeah, I agreed. You know, I mean, at this point, you know, why not just come out as, you know, the next Dr. Disrespect? You know.
Honestly, at that point, yeah. I mean, I don't see any other way.
You know, you shouldn't treat him like he hasn't done anything wrong, and oh, there he goes. I mean, that's what he gets, though.
Equal rights, bro. Equal rights.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know, we shouldn't treat him as if he's just like a normal YouTuber trying to make a living. You should treat him as the villain.
If you just keep letting him get away with this stuff and don't announce it to the public, it's just gonna get worse. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Valos was one of his victims. Like, it could be anyone next.
Exactly.
God knows how many people he's like had in those comments, like looking up to him as a fan, and he just used them.
I know. He uses people for content, and he fakes reactions.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you've seen, but in this Poppy Playtime video, you know, he's played the game multiple times, and he's watched people play them, and he literally has fake reactions to everything. You know? Like, and don't get me started on the, wretched 3-hour Elden Ring video.
He tries to hide that stuff because he knows no one is stupid enough to watch 3 hours of that. He tries to numb your brain like a few minutes into the video by just how boring it is. But he sneaks in some like really really fucked up shit. Like if you actually watch the video.
Yes.
I did the noble sacrifice of watching at least like 2 of those videos all the way through, and I almost killed myself. But by the end of it, I was able to deduct some stuff he was like saying to his fans. It's actually
first of all,
crazy, yeah.
I am so sorry for your loss of multiple brain cells.
I know it was tough. I'm never getting that back time, but I had to do it for the public's sake.
Yeah. That sounds
service.
like a nightmare.
It was. But I did dig up some stuff that he was saying in those videos. So like his fans, they wouldn't see it, but it's in there. It's in there if you actually look. It's really fucked up stuff. Really fucked up stuff. He has this thing. I don't know if because I'm assuming you never bothered to look at those videos, but in episode 2 of Elden Ring, at I think it was the 1 hour 22 minute mark and 33 seconds. If I look at my notes, yeah, he actually starts talking about his opinions of black people, which is kind of weird because he's black himself.
Black people.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's crazy because he's black himself. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And he's had some awful things to say about black people. It was actually astonishing because you would think you would support your own race and stuff, but he started going off about how they're I mean I don't want to say it because it's really fucked up stuff, but for the sake of
villains,
the
thieves, monsters,
for the sake of the viewers, so their knowledge and stuff, so they don't like fall into the trap and watch those videos and subscribe to Nanjawolf without knowing like the true story. He was talking about black people and how they're thieves, dirty people that he just wouldn't want to associate with them, and it does make sense because his whole friend group is just white people, anything but black. Kind of crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, he's told me on multiple occasions that he'd never want a dark-skinned girlfriend.
Exactly. Yeah, that's fucked up.
I'd have any type of girlfriend. Light skin, dark skin,
the personality matters, man.
Latina, Asian, color doesn't matter.
Exactly. Put that bitch on a fucking scooter or something. She can be a cripple. I don't care. As long as she has a good heart.
Exactly.
But Nanja doesn't see that. Nanja only sees colors and like what people can provide for him because he's a person that just takes from you.
Nanja takes. If you're in his friend group, he will take, and you'll buy him stuff, and you'll ask for something in return, and he'll say, oh, do you want to see how much is in my PayPal right now? You know how much money I make? Like, I'm broke.
He's done that to me too. I bought him stuff before, and he then like whenever I've asked for a favor in return, he just tells me like, oh no, I don't have any money. I don't have anything right now. And it's crazy because he like has photoshopped images to pretend that he doesn't have money. So
he does have Photoshop.
Yeah. Which is crazy to me because if you
And if you really truly don't believe, you know, what we're saying, you should check this guy's Overwatch account.
oh yeah, no, of course, of
This
course.
this guy's spent about well over $100 on 2 seasons of the game. Well over $100.
Exactly. Like you guys can go see it, check him out on Overwatch if you go to Blizzard. If you go to Battle.net.com and you search up nanjawolf and you look up his stats on Overwatch, you will see that he has hundreds and hundreds of hours on this character called Genji, and he has all the skins for it, which is actually crazy.
All the skins, man.
It's crazy
And-
because after claiming he has no money, he just spends it all on that, and it really makes you question where's that money coming from. Because I have caught him in his actual, his actual bank account because he's slipped up a few times in the past. He has thousands upon thousands of dollars. And it really makes you question where, and it makes you question where's all that money coming from.
Yeah.
It can't be legal because,
No, it can't be legal.
Someone with that small subscriber can't possibly.
Have you seen the man?
Have I seen?
I'm really.
Yeah. No.
Yes. Have you seen what he looks like?
Yeah. No. He according to himself, his own kind is apparently bad people. Not my words. His.
Apparently, he on multiple times will say racial slurs. And he wants to. What he says he is, he likes to refrain from the word black or African American.
Yes.
So he basically doesn't identify as African American. He identifies as white and Asian, and I'm not even joking. When he's corrected me, when I've tried to tell him his ethnicity, he's corrected me and said, "No, I'm white and Asian."
Yeah, and it makes you wonder, why does he have such a thing against, his own race? What's wrong with it? Why do you have such a hatred, and where does that hatred come from? What happened to him in his past?
I have a true theory.
Yes, of course.
It's his father.
Yeah.
Well, he sounds like a good man. Young Nanja. Back when he was masturbating on pillows and finding random people. That Nanja. Sounds like a good man. Truly does. But, one day, he was actually, busted for, allegedly busted for child pornography.
You're not
basically
joking about this. You're serious about this.
I'm serious. I'm serious as can be. No pun intended.
That's actually
was-
that's really interesting to hear, honestly.
Yeah. And he was convicted and arrested and hasn't been in his life since. Maybe phone calls from prison now and then, but yeah, you know what prison does to a man, right?
Yeah, no, it changes, man. Being locked up in a cell like a caged animal and then being butt raped every single night is too much.
Exactly.
To change you.
It's really, this is what's happening to him. I'm surprised he's alive, considering the allegations.
Of course, yeah.
People must have not figured out. But he's either getting butt raped or butt raping someone.
Of course, yeah. That makes sense.
There's only 2 options. And from what I've heard, he sounds like the butt raper to me. From what I've heard. And that's where I truly believe his hatred towards African American people come from, is his father.
Not to. Hey, no, keep going. You can go.
Well, I was just about to say that, he doesn't really resemble his father at all, if I do say so myself. I truly believe he is adopted into this family.
It's funny you say that because in one of his Elden Ring videos, Let me check my notes. Episode 4, 50 minutes and 32 seconds in, he actually started talking about one of the reasons he hated black people, because he brought it up again. He brought it back up after episode 2. He mentioned that one thing he didn't like about black people is, he's, in his words, black fathers typically aren't in the picture. They leave their children behind and stuff. And he got very emotional, it sounded like, in the video. He starts choking up 20 seconds into the conversation about it. And it seems like, I took a psychology class a few years back.
Oh, yes.
And so I learned a bit about that, and it seemed it could be a sign that it's unhealed trauma. Maybe it affected him, and that's probably why he doesn't resemble his father. It could be a stepfather or someone else. His actual father probably wasn't in the picture. That is a possibility.
That sounds very, very true possibility. He does bring up this grandma figure and this uncle character quite a lot. And to add on, he has said that he has been at parties, and then minutes later he'll be like, I'm not actually at a parties. I'm not actually at a party. I'm at a friend's house or whatever. Which I believe.
And having those lies so consistently, it really makes you wonder what he's actually up to.
I know. And there's usually a reason to lying, and I believe the reason why he is lying about parties is because he wants to fit in. He's a teenager, and that's what teenagers do. They want to fit in.
Yeah.
And you can't really force him to do what he wants. The First Amendment is a thing.
Of course, yeah.
Freedom of speech. I'm sure he owns a firearm.
Of course.
And he can say whatever he wants on the internet. It's what's great about America.
That is one of the best things about America. God bless. God bless. Bless America. But even so, it really makes you, even for such a beautiful thing like that, the freedom that we have in America, giving that freedom to people like Nanja really just makes you question it sometimes. Sadly, because it's such a beautiful thing for you to question, but yet Nanja and people similar to him just makes you really, really wonder, is it worth giving everyone that freedom? Because it gets abused. To backpedal about the race thing that we were talking about a bit ago, he has a... you mentioned he has this weird obsession with saying that he's not, black and stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He apparently has this girlfriend, right, called Yuki, right? And I've done some digging and some research into this, because after all the racist stuff he was talking about, in some of his videos, when you do the digging, I'll have a document, in the description of this video, so you could look at some of the stuff and all that, judge yourself on how you feel about Nanja. But about that, one of the things he did talk about was, slave labor, and how Japanese and Mexicans and stuff and all that, and all Hispanic people should only be used for labor. And I did some digging, and apparently, if my information isn't wrong, apparently Yuki isn't actually his girlfriend, and is just someone he uses to do his to do his dirty work on YouTube and some of the other stuff that he does that's illegal. Yes, yeah. I mean, it's a sad truth.
Wow.
I mean, he uses her as a girlfriend as a cover-up, but he actually just uses her as as a sweatshop worker for him.
Yeah.
And that's why she's so nice. If you ever talk to her, because she's been trained by Nanja to be nice and give out money.
Not talk back. Yeah.
Talk back. Yeah, exactly. It's not normal behavior for someone.
Sad world.
Yeah.
And it makes you think what could you be used for? Because I'll tell you one thing, might be switching a topic. Definitely not used for editing, because wow, does this guy not edit any of his videos?
Yeah, chat.
I mean,
listen,
really.
listen, guys. If you've never seen those videos, good lord, you'll go in there 40 minutes in, you won't see but one cut in those 40 minutes, and that cut's just one loading screen. But he will sit you through the most painful and boring gameplay you've ever seen. But yeah, maybe
It's true.
I am opposed to slavery and using like child labor and stuff and all that, and just using people and exploiting them. But in this case, I could make an exception for Nanja and go ahead, make Yuki edit those videos for you, man. Like, you already use it for other things, might as well use it for something useful.
Agreed. I mean, if you were going to really truly make me sit and watch a video for 20 minutes, you being in the same area of the fucking game, not knowing what to do, I don't want to be a part of it. I want to watch you actually play the game. It's why I subscribed in the first place. I don't want to watch you, jerk off in the corner of the round table, not knowing what to do. And he brings up an argument.
Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting, but he brings up an argument, saying, "Oh, well, it's either I make 2-hour videos, like I'll make, 7 2-hour videos, or I make, 30-minute videos, And really, at that point, if he truly was invested in his YouTube career, he would make 30-minute videos.
Of course, yeah. It's been shown and tried again that shorter videos on YouTube is the meta now, and you'll see it like around like people having small clips, and it really does gain you exposure. And the editing is very important too. It makes it more entertaining for the viewer, and showing the actual entertaining parts is actually a big thing in it. But if you force your viewers to like watch such boring gameplay all the time, it could in some states it actually could go up to inhumane torture. That is very
of
legal.
Course.
Yeah.
If he lived anywhere that wasn't the U.S., I believe he would be arrested for torture, pretty much, because that's what it feels like watching a video.
It's just I wouldn't say it's fair. I wouldn't say it's fair to his viewers. There's so much messed up things he's done in his past, and that's just a very odd way to torture his audience. And you will see it in the document of this video in the description. If you go down there right now, you can pull it up on a different tab or on your phone, and it's a PDF file of all the things he's done that are straight up just illegal or just wrong and inhumane. And those long videos really are on the top of the list with how painful and hard it is to watch those videos. I myself had to watch a few just to get all the information for you guys, but after that I haven't been the same since. It's really changed me, and I wouldn't say for the better. It really has like affected my mental health and well-being. I have actually had to go out of my way and get therapy to recover a bit. And it's a slow healing process, but I'm making my way back. But
Yeah, same here. I actually was a OG, and I've sat here and watched Nanja go through the phases of YouTube, and I've seen what he's become today, and it really hurts, because it's like watching a friend slowly disappear.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand that completely.
Yeah.
You think you know a person, and time just takes over and just changes them. And it's just sad sight to see. He was once. Yeah, I'm sure he was once a great man before I met him and stuff. But it is how he is currently. It's just not the same, sadly.
Yeah. I'm not trying to plug my YouTube, but
Oh, of course. Yeah, no,
you
you can
link,
shout out your stuff.
link in the description.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
I'll link his YouTube channel in the description, guys, so if
we
you want to
have
go check him out.
Dyad Idiots. You know, I don't have many videos because I do put the time into my videos.
Of course,
You know,
yeah.
if you were to watch one of Nanja's, let's say, newest Elden Ring or Dead by Daylight videos, and compare it to any of my new videos, you know,
There really isn't a
objectively,
comparison.
objectively, my videos, you know, in my opinion, I like my videos better because I have, you know, funny clips, funny edits. I make myself. I make pictures for my videos, and you know, I actually put time and love into my videos for my audience to enjoy. And you know, I'm nowhere as close, you know, as famous as Nanja on YouTube. Nanja has almost 500 subscribers, if not over, and I'm barely peaking 10. You know,
It's a sad reality of it, yeah. It really makes
So-
you wonder if if his viewers are even real, or if it's just, you know, some illegal activity happening there. But yeah, no, you can keep going.
yeah. So I wanted to add on this before we start talking about something else, but yeah, you know, paid subscribers, right?
Yeah,
Where you pay bots to subscribe, basically.
of course, yeah.
I have plenty of reason to believe that he is doing this because if you look at this man's views,
They don't match
you know,
up. They just match up.
they don't match up at all. This guy's almost at 500 subscribers. If you look at views, you know, his newest videos, be surprised if they reach over 30 views.
You know, the funny thing when you mentioned that is, at most of his videos, in the comments, there's only one consistent person commenting, and you would think with that many subscribers, he would have like a decent fan base, but he only has one person in his comments consistently, and that's Cupid's Obsession. Also, you know, Yuki. And it really does tie back to how he overworks her and, you know, uses her for his own gain to make her comment on every video. And like, you look at the comments and it's always the same comment every single time.
I know. It's always heart emojis. And you know what he'll do, which is, you know, disgusting to me, is he will pretend to listen to your comment, like you have a genuine comment that will, you know, truly help. It's truly meant there to help. For example, when he first played Elden Ring, multiple people in the comment section were telling him how to actually, you know, play the game because he was doing so horribly. You know, it's basically watching a newborn child trying to play toys for 2 hours straight. Is what his first Elden Ring video feels like.
I see the comparison, to be honest. It really was a painful watch, especially the first one. Like you said, it was really, really bad. You know, there was a lot of I was one of those people that commented in that video, including you also. He did have a really bad time playing the first time. It was really bad. You know, I've seen better gameplay from a handicapped child that got shot in its leg after being born 2 minutes ago. But that being said, you know, Nanja is, you know, a full-grown human, and he is capable of doing better. But you know, it really makes you wonder: is he just, you know, a little bit, you know, on the spectrum, or, you know, does he just not fully understand stuff, or is this on purpose? Does he like purposely just ignore comments? Does he purposely play really horribly? Is he just naturally shit at games, or does he force himself to be shit to like make his viewers suffer more?
I feel like
really messed up.
Genuinely, I feel it is a mix of all.
Of course, yeah.
If you actually, you know, get to know this guy and sit down to play video games with him, he is probably one of the worst, if not the worst gamer I've ever seen in my entire life. If you know, popular games, I'll name a couple online games. If you ever see this man play Overwatch, Fortnite, newest one being Marvel Rivals or Call of Duty Warzone, you know, you might as well just leave the game. You know, because this guy it's a 50-50. He will basically either go decent numbers or he will literally bottom frag every single game.
It's a sad sight, yeah.
And I feel like he also just pretends, because, Elden Ring is known for difficulty, but if we're being real, it is the easiest of the Soulsborne. Pretty much the easiest of all the Soulsborne games. And it pretty much babies you through the entire beginning by telling you how to play the fucking game. Sorry for my language, but it's true. It's surprising watching this almost adult not being able to read basic instructions, and that's where my theory about him having autism comes in. If you listen to this guy speak out of YouTube, you can tell this man has a clear lisp.
Yes.
And, me personally, I can relate, many family members, ADHD, autism, retardation, all of the above. And, I can really relate. My family members with those diseases tend to act like nanjawolf sometimes to me. And that's why I truly believe Nanja has, this disease called a retardation. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's a very common disease nowadays to have.
Yeah. And also, he's also, I believe, to be a communist.
Oh, is that so?
And, yes. And I think he's stated multiple times, maybe even in his video, he supports Russia in the war for Russia and Ukraine. He's stated multiple times that he fully supports Russia and Russia is not doing anything wrong. Multiple times.
That's astonishing to hear, actually.
Yes. But it's a sad world we live in, sometimes people just abuse the systems that we have in place. The First Amendment being one of them. People, all the time, abuse the right to free speech by really saying obnoxious things on the internet and making fucking 3-hour Elden Ring videos,
Of course, yeah.
And it should really be punished with years of prison, if not death.
And some would argue that those are very light punishments for such heinous acts that Nanja has committed, Those Elden Ring videos really do become unbearable, and, sometimes some people in my comments in my recent videos have even, outspoken their distaste for Nanja's videos.
Yeah.
And it really he's really not the best person to associate with, and he's just becoming a worse person as the days go on. He included there was a crash out earlier today on me. I was playing Marvel Rivals with him, and he started crashing out at me for just asking him to play tank, and it really made me feel unsafe. And with how
Really.
all these things combined, just how unsafe he is as a person when you talk to him, and just how poorly he treats his friends, and how poorly he probably treats his subscribers with how long these videos are. It's just, it really makes you start wondering, like, who is nanjawolf, and how far is he gonna go in his career without, you know, any backlash, any exposure to the truth behind him.
Mhm.
And
I find it disgusting.
it's
Really.
it really is disgusting. But, you know, with all that being said, we do have to start wrapping up this video. We do have some other important stuff to do. I still have to go back to my my Nanja video that's coming out soon, guys. Be on the lookout. I will be exposing all the dirty truths with him in severe detail. And if you would like serious Rebel, you could plug your YouTube channel. You could tell the viewers what you have to offer.
Well, my YouTube channel is called Diet Idiots, and it is me and another guy named Francis, and we really just play video games and hang out. And you know, I actually edit my videos,
Well, that's actually a good sign.
so
That's a good sign.
they're enjoyable to watch.
Of course. Well, you know, thank you for sharing, and you know, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description for you guys to check out. And we'll leave it here. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
All right, thanks.